Did you ever want to have more of this? Money, I mean. If yes, welcome to my little money series. And as I promised you, today I'm going to handle an issue that is very important, and in my opinion, the most important thing in the money theme, the money problem, however we call it, at all. The most important thing. And nobody talks about it. All those manifestation coaches and so, they know when they put out something about money, many people are clicking, and they, for the thousandth time, they repeat what Neville said and what Peel said and what Kirsten Ponder says. I know all that. It's nothing new out there. And they do the rampages and the subliminals. But nobody talks about this. Because my heart is in it. And I developed this for myself. I have a huge knowledge in those themes. Unless I wouldn't dare to come on a channel and speak about it. So it's also about money, and it's the most important part of it. It's the money you have, okay? And maybe you want more, maybe you want much more, maybe it's not easy for you right now, but you have, as long as I said, as long as you have $1, €1, 10 euros, and it's the only thing you have money. And it would be a lie to say you don't have, okay? So, but the really important thing is, what are you doing with the money you have? More correctly, what do you spend it for? What do I mean by this? You know, many want more money. Yeah, many people want to be rich, want to be a millionaire, a billionaire even. But what do you do with the money you have? Already right now, with maybe the little you have, here, because here it starts, you know. And as I told you, I had very hard times, money-wise. But somehow, it was a hard thing for me. I have a heart for this for a long time. The other way around. Many people, many coaches talk about how you can manifest money. I talk about with the money you already have manifested. What kind of world are you manifesting with your money? You are big manifestors concerning the fact that you spend your money. And you are manifesting by this, the world we are living in. And this world doesn't look good now. Not in ethics, not in sexuality, not in religion. There's many bad stuff out there. And not in politics. And not in nothing. In environment with the plastic stuff all around. What kind of world are you manifesting? You are a manifester. And I bet you never thought about that. You know what? If you want to spend your money to buy artificial stuff, and I'm really hard now. If you want to make injections and liftings and dye your hair, my hair is, by the way, natural. It's like it is, okay? And since I don't dye my hair anymore, just as a little sideline, I almost have no hair loss anymore. Anyway, and if you want to have your money to make all this plastic stuff, not only buying plastic bags or plastic clothes only because a label is on it, if you buy fake lashes out of plastic and fake nails, everything. Actually, my opinion is that you should not have more money, because you're ruining our world. I have no fake lashes. I have no fake nails. These are my natural nails. And I could show you. I have a nail polish on it that is plant-based. Plant-based nail polish. It's all existing. What do you do with the money you already have? don't always think about how you can manifest more money. Think the other way around. You already have manifested the money you have, so you can manifest it. And you are a manifester. And look what many people throw out their money for. Really. Plastic doesn't rot. What does this do to our environment? You know, in very many cosmetic stuff, there is microplastics. This is hurting our water, our environment, our soil. Many people buy the cheapest food. And by this, and they're not spending one thought that for their food, the cheap meat they want to eat, and even if it's pork, yeah, you shouldn't eat pork at all, by the way. And this comes out of my health knowledge. And spend no thought about the torturing that happens for those poor creatures, so that they can eat the cheap meat, and they eat the antibiotics with the estrogen they use for making sick pigs, and so they eat the toxins, the death terror they have in the adrenaline that's floating their bodies with it, and they spend not one thought about what world they manifest with the money they spend. And I tell you one thing, also in my very bad parts, life parts, where it was really hard, I took care that I don't manifest the bad world. I bought organic wherever I could. And if you open your eyes, you can buy it relatively cheap. Maybe there's a farmer around you that offers cheap organic potatoes. Maybe there's a corner in your supermarket where they have the reduced stuff, organic, you know. And you can make a lot of organic things. If you buy bread, toast, or whatever, you know, in slice already, this is only white meat, white flour, and with a little baking soda in it, or yeast. Better buy organic flour and organic yeast and make your bread yourself. You can buy the big things with the 3 kilos, you know, and with 3 kilos you make bread for half a year, okay? And the ready things, the ready bread, the fabricated bread, it's not cheap. If you pay $1 for a toast leaf, you know, sliced, and there's only calories in it and probably not one good thing for your body. So think twice. I know it's a little more work, but think about how long you sit in front of the TV every day. I mean, even for me, although I, in the meantime, bake myself with organic flour, and I still sit in the evening to calm myself down 2 hours in front of the TV. And I could also bake in that time. It's not that it stresses us more. I like kind of baking. What I don't like in the baking is that the flour then flies around and there's this powder everywhere lying around in the kitchen. But I like my bread, and I cook myself. I'm doing a lot of meal prepping. I will also in the later videos someday, because I have a huge health knowledge, and I now you know, have gained back, I put it like this, my dream body, 2 kilos away, you know. I'm now on 56, and 58 was my goal, so I'm beneath my goal. I'm talking about kilos, okay? And, you know, and I have my dream body again, and so I lost a lot of kilos, and I had also a book for this. Yeah, I'm a book girl, and yeah, I will talk about this too. I have some very different and logic and good and knowledge-based concepts about this and around this, if you're interested. But you know, back to our money, this is something very important. Please be honest to yourself. What do you spend your money for? And really, should you be given more money to increase this kind of spendings? Also, in those parts of my life where it was really hard, I always followed, and I was responsible for a child back then also. I followed the rule. I've taken this for a ground rule for myself. I rather eat less than bad and much. And I always went for organic. I always looked where I can get it for a reasonable price. And I was a long time vegetarian. Today I eat sometimes meat, but first and foremost, organic or from a really good source I know, I trust. So, this world has gone too far with all the bad things. And we should take very much care what kind of world we manifest with our money we have, as little as it might be. But we, with every dollar we spend, we help one company and we don't spend it for another company. And I have made my choice. I'm going for the smaller ones. I don't want that the big ones get even more power. Sometimes we cannot avoid them. It's enough what they get from that. But concerning nutrition, in my opinion, the small ones are the more decent and trustables. Oh, would be the right word for it, okay? So open your eyes big and watch very carefully to whom you give your money. And if this is really a good thing, giving them your money. And what kind of world do you support? Giving the money to those companies. Which kind of world do you manifest with it? This is the other way around, okay? Now this was a very tough part of my money series. I hope you won't hate me for it. But some things have to be spoken out clearly. And I hope that you do the good choice for you and your family. And that you detach from everything. From eating, watching, hearing, going to. That you detach from all the bad things. Because we know what's bad, right? We know it. You know it too, that some things you're doing are not good. I don't have to tell you. So be very aware of this. This is a huge part in manifesting, a huge. This world didn't come by itself. We manifested with the money we already have. That's it. Please, let's all together manifest a good world with our money. A clean world on the inside and on the outside. I see you in my next video. I wish you luck until my next video. Goodbye.